Okay, senior interviews continue. Janet Hill. Janet, can you even imagine that this is the last go-round for you?
I'm so sad. But it flew by. We talk about it all the time, like, this is, like, the last of everything. Every little thing, like, last day of 2 days, like, this is the last, you know, first day of school, you know, on Monday. Like, we're sad, but we're so excited.
You're the one of the 3 seniors that when I see the roster and say senior, 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 I'm like, not Janet. You're the one out of the 3 that I think, yeah, she can't have been here 3 years already.
Yeah. It's crazy.
You know what? This year we got, and some of them are sitting right down here beside us. We got volleyball posters made this year. Some years we haven't been able to do that. What did you think when you saw yourself on that poster?
I saw it on Twitter first. I saw it was like a picture, and I was just like, no way. Like, we usually share a poster with soccer, cross country, and then there's us. And so I'm really excited about tomorrow because it's Purple Palooza. And so we'll get to, you know, I'll get to sign by my actual picture. I'm like, I feel so special. So yeah, it was really cool to see that. And you see them all around town too. And people are like, I saw you in like a certain restaurant.
Raising Cane's or something's got it sitting up there.
Yeah, it's really cool.
If any of the fans that see this want to get a poster, we are going to give out those posters in the home opener, Labor Day, 6:30. We'll have an autograph session like Janet's talking about at the end of the home opener. So you'll be able to see that poster, get autographs from Janet, Jill, Paige. All the girls will be signing that night. So you want to come by, bring your kids, you get a poster, put it up in your room, put it up somewhere around town if you own a business in town, keep advertising. Now, I commented on this on Facebook, and you probably knew I was going to bring this up. The marketing department's been doing a great job out on the Facebook page, and if you haven't liked the SFA Volleyball page, you need to do that right now. What the marketing group's been doing is counting down to the home opener, and they've had different players each day on photos, and one that came up I think 2 days ago was the seniors with this incredible stare down. And Janet Hill, I'm telling you, if looks could kill, that is the stare down of the century. You need to go see what I'm talking about. Did you guys practice that?
No,
did he tell you, like, we're going to have a stare down, and then you practice?
No, okay, well, each individually we went, all the girls did, and I went first because I had forgotten my shoes in Shelton, and we were over in the Austin building, so I was like, I have to go first, like, I have to go get my shoes. And so he was like, mean mug, the first thing, and I was just like, what? Like, I couldn't stop laughing. Everyone was looking at me, and I was like, so I had to close my eyes, take a deep breath, and then I just like open my eyes and stare, and that's how it worked. And then the last thing was all 3 of us seniors, and it was, I'm surprised they actually got a shot because we were hysterical.
Now see, Pags looks like she's about to laugh. If you look at this one, to me, you and Jill kind of have the serious face, but Paige kind of looks like she's forced. I mean, it's a good picture, Paige. I mean, I didn't bring it up in your interview, but Paige kind of is quirking a little smile, but you've got it down perfect.
Yeah. Well, and they were behind us, and Pags was a lot of the time. It was like 1, 2, 3, and then you heard Pags giggle, so then we'd all giggle, and then I guess we got that was the best one out of all of them.
You know, I think every player, every team needs. And I'm not just saying this because you're sitting here. I think every team needs a player like you. And by that I mean versatility. You know, you came in from high school, and, you know, we joked a little bit in years past about, you know, you set attack records in high school. But when you came here, you've had a couple years where you had sort of that DS role, and then shift over to setting role. What's it been like for you to go back and sort of mentally prepare yourself each day for practice as a setter again?
It's a lot more stressful. With passing and defense, it's just like, it's all reaction. You don't really have to think, like you're slowing the ball down. With setting, there is so much thinking, there's so much you have to do. You have to go back and play defense, and then you have to go and set the ball, hopefully, if the pass is good. But it's not even just setting the ball, it's who do I set it to. You know, you have to look at the block on the other side. Like, there's all these things that I'd forgotten about, and at the I didn't do a lot of setting at the D1 level, where everything's more intense, it's more stressful. So that's a big difference. But before each practice, we listened to music. We did this. We started the mental training. I don't know if you know about that. The positive performance, trying to get everyone's mental game raised, I guess. So it's just a lot of visualizing, like seeing myself setting the ball that they want me to set, stuff like that.
How would you describe your leadership style as a senior? Someone who at various times has been a role player, but also now changing positions, but you've got younger players coming in. I know that between Jill and Paige and you and others that are veterans, you mesh well, but you do have different personalities.
Very different.
What's your way in which you can be a leader? How do you lead?
I think I'm more of like a nurturing leader. Like I don't want to be like yelling at them like right now, like something if it's necessary, yes. Right. But I feel I'm more of like taking people in, like, you know, making them aware that like I'm here to help you, like I want to do whatever I can to help you. Like I want them to be able to come to me and ask me questions if they don't understand things, or, you know, look at me and see like confidence if they're not feeling confident. Like that's what I think I want to portray as a leader, and also just vocal on the court, but it's not like the loud vocal. It's like little things I'll go up and tell people. I'm sure you see that. Like I go up and tell them, like remind them, like stay disciplined on the block. Like this is our free ball play. This is, you know, just track the pass in, because I know as passers, like when they get frazzled, like I've been there. Like it's just track it into easy ball, you know. So hopefully, I like doing that, like going to each individual player and telling them something that just kind of refocuses and resets them if they're frazzled, I guess.
What about off the court? You know, a lot of that you just said was sort of on-court things you see in ways you can kind of mentor. But what about ways that you kind of promote camaraderie among the girls when you're off the court?
Yeah, we have a a group message that we always, anything that needs to be communicated within the team, we always talk about. And if something, like if there's a bickering or anything like that, like I just like cut it, like no more, like it's fine, like settle down, like try and compromise with everyone. And then also like off the court stuff, like I feel like I'm very nurturing. Like with that, like if people have problems, or like boy problems, you know, parent stuff, like anything, grades, like I feel like they know that I'm someone that they can talk to about stuff. So,
you know, we've talked several times about the team and school, but one thing I didn't know about you is you're a cat person.
Yes.
Yes.
I love cats.
Cats. Okay,
yes.
Tell me about this. Where is the? Do you guys have a bunch of cats at home?
No,
do you
we just
cats
have
here
one.
at your school?
No, I don't have. Mom and Dad won't let me.
Oh, okay.
But we have Snuggles at home, and he's a tabby cat, and we've had him. Oh my gosh, he's like 13 years old. So I've had him like for as long as I can remember.
So this is a cat you brought with you?
No, he's not. He's at home.
Oh,
so
he's
at
home. He's in Houston. Okay.
Yeah. So I've always loved cats, but then when Shannon Connell got here, and she was obsessed with cats too, it was like, oh my God, you love cats, I love cats. We can tell the world we love cats. Like that was a big. She expressed the same love of cats, so we were like, oh, this is awesome. Like, if we both go in together and tell everyone that we love cats, it won't be as awkward.
So when I talk to Shannon, I need to bring up the cats thing, too. Okay.
She'll get like this.
You know, your parents are ever present here. We've talked about that in previous interviews, but I noticed, just not stalking or anything, but I noticed that your Facebook profile picture has a picture of your brother.
Yeah.
And did I miss it? Did your brother get to come, or where's your brother? Talk to me about his role in your life.
Okay, so he just graduated from UT with a mechanical engineering degree, so that was really hard. So he was in Austin a lot, so like that 4-hour drive there and back was why he wasn't in a lot of games. But now he's living back home, trying to save up some money so he can branch out later. Yeah, hopefully he actually got a volleyball coaching job. That's why he's not here.
Oh wow!
At my old club. So he used to work in the concession stands or doing random stuff for them. So he went back whenever, or I guess recently, and was like, do y'all need any coaching jobs? Because he played club ball at UT volleyball. So he was a setter there. So that's why he wasn't allowed.
So he's able to break down your. So you guys probably have had some back and forth about your own skills then, huh?
It would always
be. I didn't know that.
Yeah, when we would go home for breaks, it was like, Janet, you want pepper? You want pepper outside? Like all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, let's go. So. Well,
I'd seen that picture on the internet, but I never really brought him up before. So I wanted to give you a chance to talk about him, given that we talked about your parents before. You kind of alluded to this last question right there. Do you sort of see yourself as somebody that when your playing days are done, that you keep playing on the side or coach, or some some girls, they come back for alumni weekend or something, and they tell me this is the first time I picked up a volleyball in 2 or 3 years, and others of them say, "Oh, I play all the time. I always find people to play with." What do you think that's going to be like for you?
I feel like I'll coach more than I'll play, just with my knee. I don't know how long. I'm like, just 5 more months, just hang in there. So I don't know. I think just how my body is after this is all done. I'm sure after some rest time, I may get the itch to play. But once I get an actual job, and if I can fit coaching into their coaching club or something, I feel like I would do that. But who knows?
All right, fans. You heard it from all 3 of our seniors. This is Janet Hill. Make sure you keep up with us as we go next week to Fayetteville. We'll take on Michigan right off the bat, Arkansas, then Tennessee State. Come back then after 1 rest day on Sunday. 3 matches, 2 days, 1 rest day, and then back here for the home opener. Thanks so much, Janet.
No problem. Thank you.